great.
What do we got here? You brought something home from
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
And in Milwaukee, I froze my ever-loving noogies off. I had snow, I had sleet, I had icy cold wind and rain chill.
All we had was wind.
I did not have Taco Pizza Kitty, though.
You did not have Taco Cat.
No, he wasn't attacking me.
Taco Cat, settle down.
Just the wind.
You're getting irritating. Okay, but
It was so cold, and here I am being rather warm because I'm back home and spring has hit.
You went to museums and
I went to museums
library
and mansions. And
we've got the video of the libraries already on the channel.
Library is amazing. And then one time I'm walking downtown and I had come across City Hall and it was exquisite. I mean, this building is gorgeous, but the wind was super, super biting. And I stepped out of the wind into a shop called Penzies. Penzies specializes in spices and seasonings.
Okay.
And I did
Sounds like a cool place.
And they had these great little packets, so you can get a little packet. I don't know, it contains maybe an ounce, but that's a lot for spices. And it was a buy 3 get 1 free deal, but they had to be the same one. So I picked a bunch of them, and I brought home an assortment of those. Now, those are inside the house because just eating straight up spices.
It's probably not going to work
hard
out.
to do, but when
you can smell them.
But when we use them, we will definitely have to report back on those.
But a lot of spices, if you're cooking with them, you just smelling the raw spice isn't going to give you much of an idea what you're going to come up with.
Now I have a friend who's a chef. Hi, C. C swears by Penzies. She says that is her favorite spice company. She orders from them all the time. Yes, they will ship. So if we have something we like, we can get more of it.
Link in the description.
So this is Penzies. And what do we have in here? Okay, not spices. What do we got? We got matches.
But not just any matches.
Yeah, these
I don't think you can even buy these in California.
No, I haven't seen them anywhere. These are strike anywhere matches. You can strike them on your shoe, your belt buckle. You can strike them on anything.
The heel of my left foot is rough enough.
Yeah, probably.
It might. I mean, I haven't sanded it down lately.
So, these actually didn't get in Milwaukee. These I bought in Ohio, and I had to ground ship them home because matches cannot go on a commercial airplane. Especially strike anywhere matches, because friction of them rubbing against each other could ignite, and if a whole box goes off, that's all kinds of bad. Why do I have matches in my bag? Well,
I'm looking for something to strike one of those on that's not the box.
Well,
what I have here is a beat up battery from my DJI Mini 4 Pro drone. Let's see if it'll do that.
Okay.
It's a pretty smooth surface.
Hey, it worked.
That's a smooth plastic surface.
Uh-huh.
So you could probably light these on your coffee cup or
my water bottle.
They're not kidding. You can strike them
anywhere.
Just about anywhere.
The matches you can get in California,
you're lucky to strike them on the box.
You have to strike them on the box. One of the chemicals that's required for the ignition is impregnated in this strip on the box. These matches have all of the chemicals within the tip of the match. So we have a darker green and we have a lighter green on the matches. The history behind matches is actually pretty interesting. Really, on your teeth. Don't get your mustache on fire. Maybe not.
Okay, maybe not anywhere.
Maybe not anywhere.
It was worth a try, though.
But close. Well, matchmakers actually used to die from the chemicals because they used white phosphorus, and white phosphorus binds very nicely with your bones, and then you get phossy jaw. And
people who have been in the military would know that as Willie Pete. And when they make munitions out of it, it's
nasty
dastardly,
stuff.
terrible.
Nasty stuff.
The heat, the flames,
yeah.
the bright light.
And then they switched from white phosphorus to red phosphorus, which wasn't as toxic, which is what they're still using today. So that's presumably what is in these. I don't know. Do they have ingredients? Nah, I don't see any ingredients, but it does have... Okay, the match tip contains perchlorate. Special handling may apply in California. Oh, well, it's in California now. But I'm not abusing them because a good matchstick, that's good to have. It's useful. But no, I'm not going to be shaking the box around, especially not with Strike Anywhere matches. So, why?
That would be interesting to try.
Shake a box of
Make
matches?
sure you have a camera running when you do it.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, and a fire extinguisher, too, because that's going to go woof. Yeah. So, well, along in this bag from Penzies, along with those matches, I have these giant matchbox. And then I have another giant matchbox. These came from Milwaukee.
Those look like they're going to taste good. Eating matches?
You're going to
sure,
eat
why not?
some matches.
Oh, they're in a plastic bag inside there.
Eat the heat. Cayenne Pretzels. But they're...
Garlic and onion.
They are super cute. Like the pack... I love the packaging. It's way cute.
This looks like the strike surface for the matches.
Uh-huh. It's really cute. Again, I found these when I stepped into a business to get out of the biting wind.
FirestickPretzels.com. Link in the description, of course.
They are also on Facebook as Fire Sticks. They are on Instagram at Firestick_pretzels. And they are on Twitter as...
X.
Twitter.
X-Twitter.
Yeah. Formerly Twitter. I'm going to call it Twitter. At FirestickPretz1. So apparently, Firestick must have been taken. But I saw these and I had to bring them home. This one is smoked queso flavor.
But they both say cayenne, so I have to try them first to see if it's safe.
I may try the teeniest little nibble and die.
Best by 5/17/24.
Oh, you gotta eat them up quick then. Short
That
expiration
probably won't
date.
bother me that much.
How about this one? This one, same date. And it also says on the package smoked queso, so if they're out of the cute box, which I will repurpose to store sewing stuff or something, you still know what flavor you have.
The bag really, really doesn't want to open.
They're well sealed. I sniff. So this one is the garlic and onion?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm smelling that.
It's sweet.
Am I gonna die?
No, I don't think so. Very tasty.
Oh. It's hot.
See, I'm not noticing any heat.
No, it's
Maybe
hot.
Okay, a tiny little bit.
It's hot. It's not.
That's all it takes.
It's not. I'm gonna die hot, but it's hot. Like I could eat one or maybe two pretzel sticks at a time. I kind of don't think they're actually gonna ignite though if I strike it on the box.
No, they're not that hot.
Yeah, but the flavor is there. These are good.
good flavor.
So yeah,
Yes.
see, I brought you back a literal taste of Milwaukee. Thankfully, I did not bring back... Well, I kind of did bring back the nasty weather because we had that terrible wind and rainstorm.
Right after you got home.
And it was cold. It was hot the day I got back, and then it got cold again. So yeah, I did actually bring back definitely a taste of Milwaukee weather. Spring in Milwaukee. If you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. Woo! Hot. Hot,
Okay,
hot,
I'm
hot.
feeling a little bit of heat
That's
on
hot. Wow.
the top of my throat and the back there. Feeling a little bit right
All right,
now.
come here, water bottle. You're good for more than just striking matches. Okay, these are the queso. It's supposed to be smoked queso.
Oh, the flavor is wonderful.
If I can get one out. There we go. There's
Flavor.
a lot of coating on it. You can, like,
Mhm.
I have orange on my fingers now.
Very flavorful.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay.
I prefer the garlic and onion.
Well-
There's no sweetness to the
They had like
cheese.
6 or 7 flavors. Quite a few flavors of them.
Well, since you don't want to go back to Milwaukee because whatever.
Reasons. Reasons. Weather not being really amongst them. Yeah.
Too close to Chicago.
Ugh.
We could go with that.
Ugh.
But
No, Chicago, no. Everybody who was like, go to Chicago! There's all this awesome stuff. When we get bored, we go to Chicago. There's nothing to do in Milwaukee. I actually found a lot of interesting things to do in Milwaukee that did not involve Chicago. No. No offense to Chicagoans, but big cities terrify me.
in Milwaukee, you found things to do that didn't involve beer,
True.
which is more difficult. 'Cause
There
everything
was
involves
lots of beer stuff. I also did not avail myself of the Harley Davidson Museum while I was there because it's just not. People love it, and I'm down for that. But for me, it's just not that interesting.
Now see, you wouldn't even like the one that I would like. I don't know if they even have one though. There's the Harley Davidson Racing Museum, maybe. There's a Harley David. There's 2 different Harley Davidson's companies. There's Harley Davidson Motors, which builds the motorcycles that I would never want to own one of because I'm not into ancient tractors. But then there's Harley Davidson Racing HDR, which is a different, separate company. They're both V-twins, and they both have a forked connecting rod. Look it up. It's interesting. It's a good way to take out the side-to-side rocking motion in a V-twin motor, which was actually a stroke of brilliance. But as far as I can see in Harley Davidson engineering, it's the only stroke of brilliance I ever had.
Well, they just like I can appreciate some of them for beauty, but
Like an old,
like
in the 30s and like that,
yeah,
they're
like
beautiful.
the old ones are beautiful.
But I'd rather see an Indian from the same year.
If I had to pick one, I would want an Indian.
The Indians were
The
works
Indians
of art.
are beautiful. And I want the sit in it sidecar, not the hang off of it sidecar.
Well, Harley Davidson, if they've got a sidecar, it's mainly going to be a sit in it sidecar. I like to hang off the side of it sidecar myself.
Well, you can do that, but I want to sit my butt down into the sidecar.
I actually got the monkey on a road racing sidecar at Ontario Motor Speedway.
You're going to have to tell them what monkeying is.
It for a lot of people don't know, the monkey is the person riding the sidecar. And on a road racing sidecar of the old style, if the sidecar is on the right side and you're going through a right-hand corner, that monkey's got to be dragging on the ground completely off to the side of the sidecar to get enough weight to the inside so you don't flip over because you're going insane speeds. You come out of that right-hand corner, and at 100, 150 miles an hour, whatever, while that's going on, you jump up slide across the sidecar, climb over the guy riding the motorcycle, and hang off to the left side. Back and forth, back and forth. That's why they call it a monkey, because you're just climbing all over the place. And I went to road race, so this would be in the mid-70s. I went to Ontario Motor Speedway for my first ever road race on my 1975 Honda 400. It was a CB 400F Super Sport. The first four-cylinder motorcycle Honda ever made that came with 4-into-1 exhaust and low handlebars. It was just begging to be made into a road racer. And walking through the pits there, I was talking to a guy that had a Kawasaki 750 3-cylinder two-stroke, which was called the Widowmaker when it was in the motorcycle, because it was just unbelievably fast in a frame that handled unbelievably bad, and that he had built a road racing sidecar around it. Taco Cat, calm down. Down, boy, down, stop.
Maybe he wants to be a monkey.
Stop it.
Taco Cat, you want to be a monkey?
But anyway, his monkey didn't show up. I'll ride it. He goes, you ever been on one before? No. He goes, well, we get one warm-up lap. Then pull up on the starting line and we're going. I'm like, I know, I've seen it in the movies. I know what to do. And I did it. And, oh my God, it was fun.
Did you stay at a Holiday Inn Express?
It was an experience that I'll never forget. I mean, I remember the thing was multicolored blue with pinstriping, and I mean, it was beautiful. Sidecar. Taco Cat. Down, boy.
Yes.
Down.
Come on, Taco
I
Cat.
think he's going to act up. We're going to have to end this thing.
Yeah.
So,
well, anyhow, old tractors I would have been interested in.
Old tractors can be very beautiful. I wouldn't be interested in going to the Harley Davidson Motors Museum myself.
Like a hit and miss engine is like super cool.
Mm-hmm.
I would be interested in that from an engineering standpoint. But Harleys, people love them. They're passionate about them. I love that they're so passionate about them. For me, they make them so loud that they're physically painful. And so I just have a knee-jerk, don't want anything to do with it reaction just because they've made them super loud. Now, I know from the factory stock, they are not loud like that.
Right.
Which would be much to my preference.
The dealer sets up the new ones with illegal exhaust. Exhaust that is illegal to sell for a use on the street. But nobody cares.
Yeah, well, and I mean...
In other words, straight open pipes. And it's all about just getting attention rather than riding a motorcycle. I'd rather ride a motorcycle myself.
Well, I mean, in general, motorcycles aren't really my thing. But I met some really, really nice people when I was in Milwaukee. And I saw some amazing architecture. And I got to try some really cool things. And I found weird matchbox pretzels, amongst other things.
I don't think
and I ordered
it's not something that you would ever think of.
And I ordered cheese curds with a side of cheese sauce. So I ordered cheese with a side of cheese.
Cheese and cheese.
Uh-huh. And
it's Milwaukee.
And I brought back some of that cheese sauce.
It's Wisconsin.
And froze it so we can thaw it out at some point. You could dip your pretzels in the cheese sauce.
Oh, that'd be great.
Uh-huh.
But no, cheese on cheese. I can just see the waiter like, would you like some cheese for your cheese?
Yes.
We have cheese you can dip your cheese in.
Yes.
It's Wisconsin. Come on, get with the program here.
Cheese. I never did find squeaky curds, which I was hoping to find.
Well, maybe your company will send you to the far northeast at some point.
Then I can pop across the border to Canada and get myself some proper poutine with squeaky cheese curds.
They don't have it in like Maine and Vermont, really?
Nope. It's a Quebec thing mostly.
Okay.
So if I'm in Maine,
I've had squeaky curds, and I've never been to Canada.
If I'm in Maine, I can pop across the border to Montreal. Was like when I lived in Vermont, Montreal was like 2.5 hours away. So
Yeah,
it was not that far.
For those of you that are not familiar, the cheese they use to make poutine, you take the piece of cheese and you bite into it, it squeaks on your teeth because it's only like 12 hours old.
Super fresh.
Once it hits 24, it doesn't squeak anymore.
It has a pH change and it won't squeak anymore.
It tastes just as good, but it doesn't squeak anymore.
But that squeaking really adds to it. Like, it's the sign of a really good fresh cheese curd. So I was disappointed that I didn't find any squeaky cheese curds. I had cheese curds, but they didn't squeak. They were tasty. They were delicious. But I was sad about no squeak.
Maybe next
However,
time.
I have friends who did tell me where I can mail order some cheese curds and they will arrive and they will actually squeak. So they must overnight them. So I might have to order some squeaky cheese curds.
What? Film at 11.
Yeah.
If we get some squeaky cheese curds, we definitely turn the camera on for that.
That brings back good memories.
Taco Cat's getting restless here, so we're out of here. You guys have fun. You too, Taco Cat.
He's like, I want to go to Milwaukee.
Yeah, you don't want a plane ride though. All right, take it easy. Thumbs up for the pretzels and the matches. All right, see you next time.